What's up guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Premier League Career Mode. It is episode number 19. What a start for Fulham, man. Seriously, 5 wins in our first 6 games, no losses on the board, only 1 goal conceded, and top of the Premier League table. But long way to go, not getting too far ahead of myself, man. Yes, red hot start, but long way to go. Today it is a officially sloggy season, so we'll do our best to get through as much as we can, hoping to get through to December, or at the very least late November if possible. We'll begin with this Wrexham EFL Cup third round away in Wales as we take on Ryan Reynolds and Ron McKelney's side at the Racecourse Ground in Wales, trying to make it through to the last 16 of the Carabao Cup. Come on, Fulham. So Paul Mullin still up top, heading into season 3 for Wrexham, obviously fan favourite, especially after the Welcome to Wrexham documentary. You know, I know once they sort of became sort of like mainstream, if you will, with that, a lot of people were not fans of the kind of exposure they were getting in the media. But to me, we see so many club owners criticised nowadays, and many for just not caring or, you know, letting clubs and facilities that belong to that club get into states of disrepair and start to get left behind their rivals. Obviously, I'm sure you know the big club I'm talking about here, and the animosity towards the ownership of that club as well. But to me, if owners come into a club and they really show that they are going to spend some money, they are going to develop the club both on and off the pitch, I'm all for it. You know, like seriously, even if it's, you know, if it does take the spotlight off some other clubs, well, I'm still in favour of it, because it's like, well, they're clearly showing that they care about the club, the community. It's better for the football team, for everyone connected in a local area, the community. Yeah, I'm fully on board with what Ryan and Rob are doing, man. Yeah, I mean, it's modern, it's a new way of doing things, but hey, at least they care. At least they want what's best for the team and for the local community as well. Unfortunately tonight though, they're not going to see a cup set. Fulham 2 goals up in 18 minutes. Yep, there are so many bad owners in world football right now. Some of some really big clubs that are, I'm not necessarily sure I would use the word ruining, but certainly sucking the life out of, whether slowly or quickly, that's for sure. Ryan Reynolds and Ron McKelney are not those two guys, so they're alright with me. They're more than alright with me. And what I'm alright with right now is this Fulham start as well. 3-0 up here on the League One side with 25 to go. Progress secure, but what I'm most impressed about is the performance. Fully rotated lineup, absolutely dominated out there. And to start this season off, again, in all competitions, 8 games, 7 wins and a draw. It's hard not to get excited about this. Mason down the left, into the middle. Harris for his second and our fourth. Okay, it's a League One side. Let's not get too big for our boots here. But even so, when you're fielding a totally weakened side and you're still getting the wins and still scoring multiple goals, it is encouraging. It is encouraging. Yep, easy money. Felt confident pre-game and in the end controlled the game really from start to finish for a very comfortable 4-0 victory. Ryan, Rob, get the checkbook out because Wrexham need a bit more investment if they're going to step up to this level at some point. So, through to the quarterfinals. And obviously we'll see the draw directly afterwards, or is it a day afterwards? Well, we'll see the draw as we get to the main menu here anyway. And we'll be taking on in the last 16, not quarterfinals, last 16. Oh, I think our progress is going to end there. Arsenal away in North London. Yep, definitely can't see us getting through that one now. Still on the back of a big win. 3 more scouting updates to see what we got. Where from England, we shall continue the scouting on these 4 players here. And from Northern Ireland, we could have a very good young goalkeeper here in Keith Maguire. We'll continue the scouting just for now. Who's Northern Ireland's number 1 these days? Is it still Bailey Peacock Farrell? Is it still the man with a double barrel surname? I'm not sure. But as for Brazil, continue to look for the next Ronaldinho coming out of the South American nation. Bruno Andrade could be okay. But so far, no one making the academy just yet. So our youth team now looking like this. Just the one player in there. That is Harry Higgins, Double H. And we'll see how he looks after another month. Right, let's go. Following game, Bournemouth in West London, newly promoted back to the Premier League. Jay Stansfield still leading their line as well, man. He's got another year on loan there. He's growing nicely too. Certainly ready to come back and challenge for a starting striker role next season. For now, lining up against us. Come on, Fulham. I don't know what his full potential is, but certainly good enough to come back here and at least challenge for game time. And I like him, man. I like him as a young striker, but right now, it'll be hard-pressed for anyone to get in this Fulham team because they are rolling. Absolutely. And this guy as well, man. You know, we said this before, but this is why instant success is always going to be considered the exception and not the norm. You know, it's great if someone comes in and they fly right from the get-go, but that's not always the case. Sometimes it takes time to learn a new environment, to learn a new craft, whatever this may be. This isn't just restricted to football. This is restricted to anything, man. Sometimes it takes time to develop and settle in. Sara and Couto had 1 goal all season long after coming in last year in January. What's he got now? 5? It's an unbelievable start to the season. It'd be wonderful if every time we what a ball, Danilo, tried to learn a new skill or started a new hobby, we were instantly successful at it. But how often is that the case? Barely ever, right? Yeah, some people might pick things up quicker than others, but for the vast majority of us, it takes time to become even half decent at something, let alone a master of that craft. I've got to use Sara and Couto as the example here. Came in last season, scored in his debut, nothing since then. This season, on absolute flames. Fulham tuned it up, Jan at the double. Game over, I think, with 34 to go. And another victory keeping us top of the table and still unbeaten. Sure, close out the clean sheet now. Points are in the bag, but I want to get another one for Lance. I think Stan is looking on course to be an early favourite for the... oh, what a touch. Ah, that man. Can I sing the song? Can I do it even though he's just scored against me? No, I'm not going to. Jamal Lowe. Oh, what a legend in that Swansea save. Oh, no, don't throw it away. Don't throw it away. No, we're going to be alright. We're going to be okay. Clean sheet gone, we'll take the 3 points. Fulham with a 2-1 victory. And the most important thing, even though the clean sheet is dropped, is we do get another win to stay top of the table. You know, it's a real pet peeve of mine, though, when I throw it away late. That is the disappointing end to what was otherwise a flawless performance. Always believe in your soul. You've got the power to know you're indestructible. Always believe in Jamal Lowe. So for those who didn't watch it, I did a Swansea save early this year and Jamal Lowe was just, so good. And big game. He always scored in the big games too. Anyway, following again, let's move straight on to the next one. Leeds away at Ellen Road right now. 1 clear off Spurs and still undefeated start the season off with 6 wins in our first 7 games. Let's stay in pole position with a win here at Ellen Road. Come on, Fulham. Yeah, that was such a fun save. You know, we had the Finnish rifle, AK-47. Tattoo Oliver is his compatriot. Obviously, Al Hassan Yusuf became a fan favourite win that save. It was just a really fun save, man. Really enjoyed that. And you know, I have to say, just real briefly, I know I have mentioned this a few times now, but I have loved every save I have done in this year's FC, and I can't say thank you enough for the support since the game was released last September as well, because it's been great. And speaking of great, this dude, calling him great is a disservice. He is electrifying. Sara and Couto with another 5, Fulham in front. And yet every save I've done this year, I have thoroughly enjoyed playing, editing, uploading, making the videos on. It's been so much fun for me this year's FC. I've enjoyed it so much, man. It's been a class game to play. And I appreciate your support on all the saves I've done so far as well, man. I know I've been asked a couple of times, will I start an FM save this year? I want to, but as I mentioned on Twitter, otherwise now known as X, you can follow me there at JonaDocks. My machine just isn't good enough to play it. So until I've got enough money to buy a new computer, and I think for the first time I might build a gaming PC. I know so many of you guys have been recommending that to me. I'm definitely tempted, but I ain't got the money for it yet. But if I do get enough money, I'll get one and start Football Manager. Until then, I'll continue with the CMs, because right now I'm loving it, man. It's such a fun game to play for me. And Sessegnon keeps the ball in play. And what a ball that is to Tice. And Mason's onside. And offloads to Sara for 2. Clips it in off the post, and it's the Brazilians who are playing Samba football right now in West London. But here in Yorkshire, Sara and Couto to start this season off are just absolutely rolling. 2-0 up Fulham, and already 23 minutes in a comfortable lead. Obviously, Jan Couto deserves his flowers after this red-hot start, as Hugo Giroud makes it 2-1. But to be fair to Gabriel Sara, whilst Couto's got 6 goals, Gabe's got 5. He's only 1 behind, man. The Brazilian boy is just absolutely balling right now. But it will be our second game in a row without a clean sheet as Hugo Giroud gets Leeds back in it. Still got the lead, as Nathan almost restored the 2-goal cushion. But it's going forward right now. We're looking at a problem on the offensive end. No chance for Leeds, but Abel Ruiz does well. And again, and oh, ref, come on, let me play advantage there. Well, not advantage, but play on, because Traore was going to run onto that and run all the way through. Maybe it was a free kick for an aggressive tackle. I don't know. We'll take it, though. Back-to-back 2-1 victories. No clean sheets in the last 2, but most important thing are the wins. Top of the table still, and remaining undefeated as well. It's the Brazilian boys we're thankful, though, man. Sara and Couto absolutely flying right now. Moving on, next up, Everton at home as we aim to stay top of the table and still unbeaten as we try and keep this winning run going here in West London. Come on, Fulham. I must say one thing that's really helping right now, and I don't want to tempt fate by saying this, but I haven't had an injury yet. Haven't had a noteworthy injury yet, and obviously last season we were injury plagued. We literally just could not keep our team fit. So it's a corner. This year, to not have had an injury to deal with, I know it's very early days, but it's certainly helping a lot. As Delinga heads just wide the post. Free kick for Everton, floated into the middle. Lance comes, does enough, and Sessegnon heads it away. Not exactly convincing goalkeepers from the kid, but enough. And we'll get it away. Still deadlocked here in a really tough start to the game. There's Trey down the right, though. Golden chance here. It's Hume. Trying to be Pickford at the near post. Good save. And a bicycle kick deflects into the gloves of Jordan. Still 0-0. And as things stand, it's been so tight. I could definitely see it finishing this way too. Dominguez to Sara. And, oh, well, I think we've just seen it. Nicholas Dominguez goes down. Wait, was that Dominguez? No, wasn't it? Oh, no, it's Couto. I thought it was Dominguez. No, it's Couto on the floor, getting back to his feet slowly. But based on that animation, I've got a feeling that's probably going to be the classic 3-month broken toe for Jan. I tempted fate pre-game by saying it. We haven't had an injury yet. Doxy boy, learn to keep your mouth shut, son. Damn it. Mason, great turn. Gets away. Plays a great ball through. Tice, wonderful composure. Come on. And Delinga surely wins it with 12 to go. Great work from Mason down the left. He's been picking up assists left, right and centre to start this season off. And speaking of centre, ball played through the middle. And for Tice Delinga, that sort of composure is so cool. He's got a man coming across. What does he do? Ball rolls around him and just past the penalty spot, bends it in, top bins. Fulham strike late to surely win it. And it's also why for Abel Ruiz, bringing him in from Luton Town, I can't get him in the team because we're not going to change our shape because the 4-2-3-1 is working perfectly. It is my favourite system in... oh, here we go. Tice, come with me. Alright, fine, I'm taking myself. It is my favourite system in FC anyway. So I'm not going to change from what's working right now. The 4-2-3-1 wielding the results. And Delinga continues to score, as does this man. Joint top scorer in the league alongside another Fulham player. This ain't a Doc's career. We've only got 2 players right now, top 2 in scoring. Both Brazilians, Sara and Couto. And it's the former that wraps it up. The winning run continues. We stay top of the table. The only negative is the injury to Jan Couto. We'll find out together just how bad it is. Doxy boy, you're not fooling anyone, son. We know you're poor in front of goal this year. You're telling me you got 2 players, top 2 in scoring right now? I don't think so, but oh my goodness. 8 wins in 9 and a 5-point gap. Let's just... calmer. Let's keep it calm. And the injury is definitely going to surely see a much tougher run because we'll be without the joint top scorer in the league. Sara Couto, red hot start, but has broken his toe and we won't see him again until late January at the earliest. What a massive blow, but we knew it was coming. We knew it was coming at some point. And after the game, we do see this as well. Abel Ruiz saying, boss, I really think if I don't start getting a regular game, I'm going to need to consider my future here. And, you know, he is still in contention, that's the thing. But we said this when we signed him. Like, it's so frustrating that you can't convince a player to take a reduced squad role. You can't talk to that player at all. If they say they want crucial, you have to give them crucial, otherwise they won't sign. And, you know, he's got me a goal in the League Cup. But in the Premier League, all of his 6 games have come from the bench. And it's just because right now, Tice is, okay, he's not being fantastic, but 3 goals and 3 assists in 9, 6 direct contributions in those 9 games. He's grown a couple of ratings too. It's hard to get him in the team when Delinga's not really doing a lot wrong, to be honest with you here. But that's not a surprise to Abel already starting to get cold feet. I don't mind that though, because like I said, I put him on a crucial squad role. I guess I had to accept there was going to be a time when he'd say, Gaffer, I'm not happy with lack of game time. Right, 3 more scouting updates. Where from England, we shall continue the scouting on these 5 players here. And from Northern Ireland, I must say I'm quite keen on this goalkeeper here, Keith Maguire. It will take a lot to surpass Lance Knight, but I am going to give him a scholarship. I always like one goalkeeper in the academy. I can't explain it. I'll tell you what it is. It's because, like, I said this before, like, for me, I like to imagine the youth academy as like an actual youth team. So when you're building it, fair enough, you don't give too much thought to it. But when you've got like, you know, 7, 8 players, you start to think to yourself, okay, what am I missing here? Do you know what I mean? What am I missing in the academy? I've got 5 attacking midfielders that come out as left backs or whatever, as always. But what am I missing from my team? Right now, just the 2 players in it though, Double H and the young goalkeeper Keith Maguire as well, who I must say, I am quite excited about, but a long way to go, of course. Right, following game, let's keep this going. Fulham still top of the table and undefeated. Let's remain that way come to the conclusion of this one. London derby as we travel to Crystal Palace, Selhurst Park, our following game. Come on, Fulham. Also, how on earth did I not win Manager of the Month? I've just noticed it's gone to Mikel Arteta. How? How? I've won every game. What more can I be doing? I've got Fulham top and unbeaten right now. What? How can I not be winning Manager of the Month? That's ridiculous, man. It's something that EA do need to work on because Manager of the Year is Cesar Huerta in for the injured Couto fires wide. Manager of the Year, you can win it. And I love the fact there's a little kind of presentation award ceremony for it as well. I've only won it, I think, twice in FC so far, but you can win it. Manager of the Month in the league is physically impossible. It's like, how, like, if I haven't won it now, there's no way I'll ever win it. I'm performing a miracle here with Fulham, and they're like, nope, give it Mikel Arteta instead. How is it not me? It's ludicrous. I'd love EA to work on it because you know how in the Player of the Month award, you see that in the news article and you see the player like proudly presenting it to the camera and stuff. I'd love to see that with Manager of the Month awards as well. That's definitely something I want to see EA work on for the future. We did say that without Sara Couto we would struggle to remain top and undefeated. Cesar's come in. I do like him, don't get me wrong, but he's not quite the same player that Sara Couto is. We know that. And as things stand still, deadlocked here as Taylor fires wide of the post and struggling to create clear-cut chances as well. Yeah, this might be our first slip up in a while here. Yeah, tough game this. Really, really tough. As things stand as Sara pops it out wide to Ryan. Go on, Nathan, off you go. Go on, Nathan. Yes! These are the games where if you can turn them from draws to wins when you've not been at your best and you've really struggled to create, that is the sign of a champion, man. That's the sign of a champion. We often say it when they can win when they haven't been at their best. I definitely haven't been. Nathan just about outpaces Kalulu, pegs it back, and again, this is why Abel remains on the bench. Delinga with the breakthrough. 22 minutes to go, and from 1 point to possibly 3. There's going to be another assist on the board for Nathan Mason as Lance Knight makes a good save there with 15 to go. I think he's on a run of like 4 straight games in the league with an assist. Sessignon off the line. Gets it away. He's on a great... Oh, what a chance for a breakaway. Hold on. Keep going, keep going, keep going. I see you, I see you, I see you. Ah, it's a poor through ball. And Henderson claims it. Come on, got to grind this out. Yeah, not the first time Lance has come for a set piece and got nowhere near it. That's an area of his game he'll need to work on, and I'm sure it will come with age, being more commanding and decisive. But right now, Fulham absolutely rolling. Back-to-back clean sheets, another win on this long streak, and staying top and undefeated and pulling it out when we weren't at our best. Sign of a champion, and right now Fulham's odds on winning the championship are actually starting to take seriously. Huge 3 points at Selhurst Park. Yeah, I don't want to get too far ahead of myself here, but could we pull off a Leicester City kind of season? I don't know, man. All the pieces are there. We're just got to make sure we put them together. Right, following game, last 16 in the Carabao Cup. Last year got to the semis. I wanted to get there again this year, but now taking on Arsenal in North London, I don't fancy our chance here. Going to rotate the entire side because right now our league form is more important. Gunners away in the last 16. Yeah, we're not going to keep this winning run going forever in the league. Absolutely not. No Sara, and that just goes to show you how much we were missing him now. We've been creating chance after chance, scoring goal after goal when he was with us. And as Saka opens to score in there, without him, yeah, the goals, I'm not going to say they're going to dry out completely, but we're certainly going to score a bit fewer than we have been recently. But in the Cup tonight, like I said, basically, I wouldn't say waving the white flag, but accepting going through tonight would be an incredibly unlikely outcome. Focus on the league right now. We're flying in the league. Don't worry about this Carabao Cup tonight. Someone stayed down. Who was that? Harris? I think that was Luke Harris there. Stayed down, and yeah, as Harris got an injury. And well, we said it at some point we were going to start seeing some. We couldn't stay injury free all season long, and well, the Couto injury devastating. I'll keep you posted on how bad that one is. I like Luke Harris, giving a bit of game time to him this season, as Victor Osimhen plays a lovely ball through, and Van Drongen puts it in top bins to make it 2. And he won't be getting any more game time in the Carabao Cup though, because that's not out tonight, no doubt about it. Gunners, tune it up, that's going to do it. It's one of my biggest pet peeves that the board just do not care about the Carabao Cup at all. As we said last year, we could have gone all the way to win it. Reach the Final Four is a great achievement in itself, but we could have gone all the way to win it, or be knocked out in the first round we enter, and the board will look at it the exact same way, and it's like, why? It is still technically a major honour. You think that a team who Swansea City are a great example, like, you know, winning that major honour for them, historic, helped them qualify for Europe for the following season too, and you're going to say that the board wouldn't care about it? Rubbish. It's a huge pet peeve for me, that. And I hope EA do look into it. I don't know why they don't have it. Maybe, okay, for some teams, fair enough, when they've got bigger fish to fry, per se. Perhaps it's not that important. But to a club like us, winning the Carabao Cup would be historic. Quite literally. Because the club hasn't won anything yet. Oh, no. Jota to make it 3. Wes following on an island and just blasted in. Man, oh man, that sums up the night. I said it though, we're going to feel the backup side, because if the board don't care about it, I'm not going to give as much attention based on our league start this season. We knew the unbeaten run was going to end at some point, and it's been ended by the Gunners, but this was to be expected, to be fair. Would have liked to reach the semi-finals for the second year in a row, but last 16 knockout to Arsenal. I'm not ashamed of that, no way. Yep, let's just move straight past it. Like I said, bigger fish to fry. Right now, 7 clear in the Premier League, and this is clearly taking our full attention. Following games, the Harris injury was indeed a classic career mode broken toe. West Ham, London derby as Kenny returns to Craven Cottage. Just get back to winning ways here and stay firmly in pole position. Come on, Fulham. The only problem is when you've had a loss like that, it does impact the form, and so, Sara got a shot away which couldn't beat Unastal. You've got to return to winning ways in the next one, because even though it's a different competition, it still counts towards the form book. It doesn't have no impact at all. It still counts, and as we know, form is so OP. So if you do have a loss in any competition, you've got to return to winning ways in the very next one. The impact of missing Sara and Couto on full display as well. Really struggling to create like we were when he was in form. Oh, go on, Adama. Oh, and you know Couto buries that. Adama couldn't keep it down. 29 minutes to find a winner. Couto puts that in, top bins. Traore, not quite got the same end product. As we're still looking for that opening goal. Which we'll get here, we'll get here. Called it. Because this dude can finish 5 for the league now. And again, this is why Abel is, I'm not going to lie, is probably going to hand in a transfer request. Game after game where he continues to be named on the bench. Because this man remains my main source of goals in the striker position. Thijs de Linga. I wanted Ruiz to compete with de Linga. But Thijs really isn't doing anything wrong. Yeah, 5 and 11. So it's about the same ratio he had last year. Which is just under 1 in 2. Oh, last year, if you remember, he finished up with 15 and 31. So, yeah, not taking a step back this year. And don't forget, he's got a few assists as well. It's not just the goals he scored, but the goals he's created too. As Danny Ings finds Mario Rui. And back to the senior. Oh, he's just done me in. That's amazing. He's just done me in. He just stopped on a dime. And I was thinking, what's he going to do here? It's like Ronaldinho on the edge against Chelsea all those years ago. Just stops. But instead of the Brazilian, he doesn't go for goal with a Trevela. He just offloads to Gabi coming in. West Ham with the leveller. Looks like they're going to claim a point with 10 to go. Yeah, not a disastrous result, even if the fans seem to think it is. And I do want EA to work on crowd reactions as well. It's literally our first slip-up in the league since a goalless draw away against Arsenal. Guys, we're still unbeaten at the top. It's not been that bad. But I guess when you've got high ambitions and you hold yourselves to high standards, any kind of disappointing result is going to be seen as objectively bad. Right, let's do one more and end on that. Yep, final game today, and whilst we're still 8 clear and undefeated, I've got a very good feeling that won't be the case come the end of this one. Man City away at the Etihad. If you continue on from the trophies they're wanting to save, it's 5 league titles in a row, and whilst they stumbled out the blocks this season, they're the champions for a reason. No wins in our last 2 in all competitions. Going to need something special to put out a scalp here away in the northwest of England. Let's see if we can do it. Come on, Fulham. No. Haaland. Oh, what a save. Did Lance get a touch on that? Or did it just click the post? I'm not too sure. I thought Lance might have got a fingertip on it. Possibly not. But whatever the case, the woodwork rattled and Fulham escaped. 25 minutes in, but as expected, all hands on deck from the first minute here. Yeah, we've made a brighter start to the league. Yeah, we're still undefeated, but slowing down. As Nunes is denied, and Lance makes a good save and pounces on the rebound as well. Some time wasting 28 minutes in here. Oh man, and another injury as well. And you can just tell it's going to be yet another broken toe. EA, variety. I'm fine with the injuries. I'm more than fine with the injuries, guys. I don't mind them. I like them. As to the challenge and the realism too. But it can't always be a broken toe. That's all I'm asking for, guys. That's all I'm asking for. Just give me some more variety. What a ball. Nunez, Knight with the save. As the kid keeps us still deadlocked as we try and cling on to a 0-0 heading into the break. It's been all Man City here. Manchester City just absolutely dominated this game. The only thing that's been missing is the goal. And the only reason they haven't got it is because our kid between the sticks continues to show why he is England's future #1 and possibly the world's greatest goalkeeper in just 2 or 3 years' time, I'd say. Lance Knight, man, oh man, it was amazing to be fair at the at Old Trafford on match day 1. What can I say? This guy just loves playing in Manchester. Still deadlocked here as we try and see this out. Yeah, sometimes you just got to know when to grind out a point, and this has been all one-way traffic all game long, and so is Tammy Abraham is also denied by Knight. This is just one of those games, man. From the first whistle, backs to the wall. And all I want to do is just get to that full-time whistle. Lance again. The kid is on absolute flames right now. Oh, I think that he's going to do it as Sessegnon loses the aerial duel. But ref, come on, what's the final whistle? Get in. I'll take that backs to the wall from the first whistle. And like I said before, man, sometimes you just got to know when to take the point and grind it out. That is one of the best goalkeeping displays I have seen in this year's FC. Nothing got past the kid, man. He was on absolute fire, and I'll take that every day of the week. Yeah, okay, we slowed down a little bit. No wins in our last 2 league games, no wins in our last 3 in all competitions, but I'm more than happy with a point in this game here to keep us top and unbeaten. But that'll do it for today's episode of the Premier League Crew, guys. So big thank you for watching. Really hope you have enjoyed. If you have, then please do drop a like. Much love to you all. Have a fantastic day, and I'll see you for the next episode. We'll try and get through to the January transfer window, where with another injury this time to Sessegnon, I think we might need to reinvest just to have some squad depth, really, as we're about to get down to the bare bones in terms of available players. Have a great day, guys. Much love, and I'll see you for the next episode very soon.